Hi, welcome back to Priest in the Hot Seat. We have a special edition tonight with a special guest. We have Marcia Davis with us tonight. She has been on the vestry for the last 2 years and is serving as our treasurer here at St. Peter's. And she and I are going to talk about plans that the vestry is developing for the budget for next year. I know it's exciting stuff, but we're going to make it interesting. So good to have you here, Marcia.
Thank you. Yeah, exciting.
So what has it been like for you the last couple years being on the vestry?
It's been better than I thought, which is good. It's been interesting.
I always like to hear that.
Yeah. So I was a little nervous going on to the vestry, but it's been interesting for me to see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's more than just what happens on Sundays, and it takes a lot to pull even a simple Sunday together. So it's been really interesting for me to see how things come together and all of the decisions that need to be made and just kind of what's done in the background. So it's been fun, and it's been nice to be part of some major decisions that we've had to make over the past year and a half or so. So yeah. It's been good.
So tell me some of the highlights for us on the vestry, St. Peter's, in the last year or so.
Yeah. Well, for starters, we hired Jean, our administrator, who is phenomenal, just super high energy. She's very quick and eager and just always has a smile on her face. So we're very fortunate to...
Ton of fun.
Yeah. Even today, just, singing and dancing in there while she's stuffing envelopes. It was great. Second, we hired a marketing person that is helping us with the website, with social media, design things. So it's been lacking for us for a little while. So we were excited to bring Lauren in on that. Then we expanded Marina, our organist. We expanded her role into directing the choir. We are very fortunate to have her after a very long search that really netted not much of anything in a choir director capacity. And so we were doing really well. First kind of limping along when after Andrew left, but now we've got Marina full-time in that. And she's not full time, but she's managing that role alone. So we're excited with that. And the other thing that's exciting that's coming is we are hosting Genesis Royalty Daycare. They will be starting to set up operations here. And so we're very excited to be welcoming them and partnering with them as well. So had some really exciting things in this year alone.
Those are exciting. What has been challenging, would you say?
Oh, yeah. Kind of with the positive side, those are the outcome of some of the not so great things that we've had to deal with this year. One being when Andrew left as our choir director. So that was not so great. In hiring Jean, that was an added expense, but we were able to overcome that. And the Loudon Classical School, unfortunately, had to close their doors, and so we only had them through May. And they were bringing in about $34,000 a year in revenue for us, so that we were pretty panicked about losing that. But then God opens up new doors, and now we've got this new daycare coming in. So we're still at a deficit of about $10,000 on that number, but we'll be, that we're excited to be able to help that organization grow.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of potential there for them to grow.
Yeah. Then I'd say one of the other aspects that's been a challenge this year is our numbers in attendance have been dropping. Not huge, but noticeable.
Yes.
With each we're a smaller, tightly knit community that every person that chooses a different path does leave a gap. It leaves a hole. So, so we're saddened by losing some folks. But on the flip side, the giving part has not been impacted by that. We're actually about 10 grand ahead of where we were expecting to be at this point in the year from a budget perspective. Yes. So lots of factors that went into that, but we're looking for ways to increase the number of people that the hearts that we touch each week. So we got to find ways of turning strangers into friends, into followers of Jesus. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on some cool ways that we can do that? How about a podcast? We're doing a podcast, aren't we? Anybody? Podcast? Tell me about the podcast stuff. I know you did one last week, the inaugural one. The inaugural one we filmed for Halloween, and have gotten 92 views, which is a lot for us. Yeah. And I think we're rolling. We've got a great team. We've got Eduardo and Chris here helping us out, as well as Josh. And these guys really bring a lot of talent and their excellent equipment. And the hope here is that we can develop a lot of good content, and through the miracles of YouTube, get it to people of St. Peter's very conveniently. It'd be very hard to get 92 people together to gather in person for me to talk about Halloween. It's very easy to do that on YouTube and Facebook. And so through them, I hope we can also reach out to wider audiences in the area, particularly now that we have Lauren Ludwig helping us with social media. Yep. We can reach out and get this message before a lot of other people, audiences. It's really almost unlimited, the potential. And it makes me think back to when we had the Purcellville Gazette sent to everybody in Western Loudoun County in their mailbox, and the church chat column, which was twice a month, 600 words. We could communicate with the people of Western Loudoun. I'm hoping we can simulate that with this project. Yeah, because times are changing. We're in the 21st century. We're not in print. We are online. Excellent. Yeah. So since I am the treasurer, I have an eye on the budget. Talk to me about the costs that we're expecting for launching this amazing journey. We need to have a couple of cameras. We need to have these fancy microphones, and we need the production equipment to do the audio and the video and the lighting. And we're pursuing some loaner stuff. Okay. We also have applied for a grant, which I learned today has been granted. We have $1,500 coming from the Roby Charitable Trust. Awesome. For this purpose. Good. And the total amount we're trying to raise for equipment is, in round numbers, $4,500. And then we need to pay Josh to operate. He's being trained in the system, and that should be about, $5,000 for the year ahead. All right. So we're going to have to check the couch cushions for some loose change for that. We're definitely going to be shaking the change out of the pews, hoping that God raises up generous giving this year. Yeah. It seems like God never fails to disappoint. He does not. And so nor do the people of St. Peter's. So we're looking for that money to make this happen. Awesome. Yeah. So let me tell you about a few other things that are going on in 26 in addition to the amazing podcast. Yes. We are looking to expand our missions, mission efforts, I should say. We've got a team of some folks that are going to Libya in February.
Liberia.
Liberia. Where did I say?
Libya.
Oh, gosh. Sorry. Edit that out.
Maybe we do have some CIA officers that are
I hope
spending
that,
time in Libya.
No, let's send them to Liberia. Why am I having trouble with that?
They're both in Africa,
and they both start with LIB.
Yeah.
Regardless, we're expanding mission. That's the important thing, and not only with our friends in Africa, also in South America, with our Guatemala trip, which we've had a huge response for folks wanting to join
Guatemala
us.
2026.
Yeah. So
right.
so we're hoping that we can expand the funding that we give towards missions and not have to hold too tight on those budget. And there's something else that's super exciting happening in 26. Do you know what that is? Your sabbatical.
Oh yeah.
That.
We have a sabbatical. I have a sabbatical.
You have a sabbatical.
Danielle and I have a sabbatical coming up.
And that is super exciting.
It is.
What do you got planned?
Well, we are looking at some travel bucket list items.
Cool.
And I've traveled all over Europe. I've traveled all over the world, but I've never traveled all over the United States.
Okay.
So I want to see the Grand Canyon and something else, maybe like Las Vegas and Zion National Park.
Okay.
I just want to see those great parks out west. And I'm hoping also to do some woodworking. My last sabbatical, we did a ton in the nave, and I am envisioning the possibility of walnut paneling down the side aisles to match what's up front behind the altar rail.
Nice.
And also, speaking of last sabbatical, not 2019, but 2026, I think this is probably my last sabbatical.
Okay.
Having turned 58 this year, the next horizon is, retirement.
I was going to say, dare you say?
I can't imagine I'm saying it.
Retirement.
Yeah.
So we got to be planning for that.
So that'll be a thought process. That'll be a lot of discernment while I'm on sabbatical.
There you go.
And I think also that'll be a conversation we'll be having with the vestry, like thinking about what all of that will look like.
Good. I look forward to
ahead.
that. Look forward to those conversations. And I think it's really important to note that from a financial perspective, we are able to cover your sabbatical with having Connor Newland.
The Reverend Connor Newland will be standing in for me. And we received a surprise grant last year of like $45,000. And we'll be able to use money from that to fund him part-time in my place. And the sabbatical will go from Pentecost up to the start of the program year.
So March or May to August.
Through August.
Yeah, for those that don't know the calendar of the church.
Who think in terms of a 12-month calendar?
I usually think in a
liturgical
12.
calendar?
Yeah, 12 months is where my brain goes.
Yeah, so June through August next year.
So we have had a really good 25. The vestry did an amazing job creating a great budget. We had lots of surprises, both good and bad, that fortunately they weighed themselves out, and even, allowing us to be on the good side of a budget number. And we're looking forward to all of the pledges and being able to craft a great budget, a nice, solid, balanced budget for 26.
Yes. And we have those increases in mind that we are reaching for. And, I guess it comes down to making the ask. And for the last 4 weeks, we've been talking about the ministries of St. Peter's, the things we'd like to do, and it comes down to our pledge in gathering for 2026, which will be this coming Sunday. And so, folks, as you listen to this, I want you to keep your eye on your mailbox, because I have a letter coming to you.
Regular mail, not email.
Regular mail, and it contains a pledge card. And most of you have seen this pledge card before. It's familiar to you. But I hope that this year you'll carve out some time one morning, one evening, individually or together with your loved one, and review all the ways that God has gifted you with an abundance of talent, time, treasure, and discern how much you will offer to God to advance His work for the kingdom through the ministries of St. Peter's Church. And I hope that you will fill this out and bring it with you on Sunday, and we'll have our great pledge in gathering. And then, of course, the vestry will take these pledges,
Yep.
and we'll tally up the number. And I think we're looking for, what is it?
10%.
10% increase over last year. This year we had $370,000 in
Correct.
pledges. Next year we're hoping for...
I'm hoping for 400 even.
Okay. We're setting the goal 400 even.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my goal. And that will allow us to fund amazing programs like the mission trips,
Yes.
having great music, the kids programs. There's so many things that we do and we do a lot with a little. We really do. So I'm excited for 26.
Me too.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And look forward to getting you on here again.
Yeah, anytime.
Thanks.